Hi there, my name is Sana. I am founder of TOO.BADASS branding agency, and today we're checking our insights on business and branding that I and my team have learned in the past period. Because I used to do these talking videos on a daily basis, but now we don't have time for it. So let's unpack all of this stuff we learned. The first thing is things go slower than expected, and sometimes when you do not have experience, when you're just starting out your business, you feel like everything is going to take off immediately and you're going to be successful right away and everybody's going to learn about you and that's going to be really awesome. But the things that you learn in practice is that brands take 2 to 5 years to grow, and you have to deserve the love of your audience. You have to deserve the recognition and get the credibility and legitimacy. So I've been in the niche for 4 years, and I know from mentoring experience, I used to be a mentor in UI UX design, that the success or just a little bit of recognition came to me only after a year of me being in the niche. And here with the agency, I've been for a little bit more than half of a year. We already have great clients who are personally our clients, right? Generated, like leads generated by our agency, and who really trust and rely on us and go back to us. But these type of clients is rare for us yet, and we still have a lot of problems. For example, this week we had our Instagram account and my personal account together with that blocked for a week, and we saw that that's gonna be it. Like that's gonna be the death of our account. And on one hand, I was thinking, well, that's pretty sad and that's depressing. Like all the effort goes in nowhere. On the other hand, we could have started another account with a different phone number or email details and start that and take off better, just because we have more experience of doing that and we know which content works better in our niche. So anyway, we are getting the experience, and anyway, if you're not quitting, you are winning. The only way to quit is the only way to fail is to actually quit. So sometimes it gets easier, sometimes it gets harder, and that's part of the process. It really takes a long time, and you should be okay with doing that. You should not feel bad about it. I also use personally some periods of grinding or monk mode that is popular on the internet by like Iman Ganzi and other popular influencers, and it really works. I had a lot of these monk modes and months of just putting my head down and just working and not even seeing the world and taking 2 little days off. Right now we are not in the monk mode process this week especially, but there is no way that our work would be productive and efficient without taking the day off or without progressing a bit slower. Because if you do not have a bit slower periods, not monk mode periods, then how would you distinguish your monk mode and really successful days from those that are not? So yes, the process is wavy, it's not stable, it's full of ups and downs, and you just have to go through that and wait for the result by doing the repetitive action. It gets easier every time, but the hard part is doing this consistently, doing this every day. For example, some people say that it's hard to talk to the camera. It's not. It's perfect for introverts. If you are doing business, if you're doing content for your business, it's really easy to talk to camera because it's perfect for introverts. You're alone at home and you are talking to the object. You're not talking to anybody. You are not performing on stage. So it's really easy. It might be hard to find the right words, not using a lot of filler words, or know what to say and at what time, but it's gonna get easier every time. You just have to do this consistently enough. And that's what I've been doing for almost a year now. No, I guess more, because I used to do blog for mentorship. The next insight, apart from the fact that it's going slow, is we failed with lead generation. So in order to have serious agency, we should have stable systems in place that would function without, for example, me as a founder and CEO getting involved. And one of the first major process is lead generation, right? For a really long time, we relied on our partners in web development, in SEO production, with all the agencies or client. I used to work as a freelancer. But at some point, we need our own leads, and we don't have many of them, if we are being honest. Why? We have a small agency of 3 designers and me, and lead generator and salesperson. So it's around 6 people in total, and we're really small. How we failed at lead generation? For a long time, I was the one doing lead generation just because we didn't have the cash flow. In large agencies, there is huge overhead cost. We do not have big overhead costs. We have really small overhead cost, and most of the cost goes to the brand designer, main designer on the project. And it's honest. It's honest. Us being honest with the client and with the brand designer. Now, we are correcting that. That's not how business should function. We should really have the cash flow for lead generation, just to stay stable, just to stay on the line, right? Just to be on track. And we started doing lead generation and hiring a person in January. It didn't work out. We miscalculated that, and then we tried hiring a person again in July. No, sorry, in June, months ago approximately. It's been a month since we've been doing lead generation consistently, haven't hired a person, and we are not getting the result. It's not even the problem with lead generator, like the person we hired. It's more of a problem with our agency, with the capacity that we have, with the scope of lead generation. We are going slow, we're getting blocked, we're not doing it right, we are not sending enough letters. We've got a couple of interviews, honestly, last week. I had them and I talked and everything was perfect, but there were 2 fuck-ups that happened. And on the first one, we agreed to do the test task, which we're not taking payment, money, for doing the test tasks, because we know that most of them won't be used, that we want to be fair, we want to be useful to people. That's a guarantee of our quality. And we didn't have the brand designers who'd be free for the task, so I had to be the one who do the tasks this Friday. And well, I was on the road. I just went out of my dentist appointment, and I would sit in the car for 2 hours and try to complete it all. So that's sometimes I'm telling that. That's weird that I'm telling that. It's a failure, really. I didn't appoint anybody to do this task. We're not taking the payment, which maybe is wrong, and I had to be the one to do the task in 2 hours in the car, where the sunlight would point at the laptop that much that I wouldn't see the colors there. So I was almost doing that blindly. So yeah, we didn't win the contest, but it's okay. We had a couple more leads that just ignored us or didn't have the right budget, and one more who seemed really awesome, who would focus on the quality and would agree with our values and say that we do not look serious now. We don't seem to have the capacity. We have a really small team. We don't seem to have enough experience, and that's really sad. That's sad when you talk to a person and they already have the prejudice of you not being competent enough. That client was like, I like the way you're talking, I understand the way you're talking, and I like your works, your portfolio is awesome. but I don't like the numbers of on Upwork. You can see the revenue of the freelancer, and it's not high. And he just didn't like the numbers, didn't like my age. And when you are talking to a person with a prejudice of you not being competent enough, you start with the vulnerable position, not power position. It's as if you have to explain, why are you this way? And what is there to explain? So I get really mad at some point, and as if I do not care to talk to this person anymore. I'm getting personal here, because we are building serious agency and really creative agency on a high level for over half of a year, with posting consistently. If you just open our social media, if you listen to what we are talking about, you can see that we are taking this shit seriously. So we failed, and most of these problems is honestly my fault as the founder, just because I have to take this responsibility. I was the one to make all these decisions that come together in an unfavorable picture. But as soon as since we are still on the track, since we still have some projects and we're still going, we are not losers yet. Sometimes I think that we might be, but we are too badass not to be losers, right? The other, I'll continue the topic from the inside. Clients thought that we didn't have the capacity, we're not looking experienced enough, and for that we need legitimate clients. Some of the clients ask us to sign NDAs with them, so that's why we're not sharing the stuff. I started to complain, which I hate. I never do that on videos. I never do this on social media. That's super raw talking video right now. So what we're doing right now, we are about to contact our subscribers on the Instagram. We got blocked, but yesterday I successfully resurrected the page and everything got back. Hopefully I figured that stuff out, and we are going to contact our subscribers and just people who know us and who know that we are legit, who know that they can trust us, and we will try to provide the best help and to create the most badass brands out there on the market. Two more things that we are doing right now is we are working on pro bono cases. We have 2 pro bono cases, one in progress, and the second one is starting in 2 weeks. The first one is educational platform, for which we are doing full branding and social media, and the second one is merchandise for run clubs. So if you are in education, in run clubs, actually we're working with totally different issues. Maybe like this is type of work we are doing to get the legitimacy to post this on social media, to show in our portfolio. Maybe would be interested. If your business is interesting enough, maybe would consider that, and at least we can hop on the consultation and see if we're interested in pro bono case. But we won't be taking many cases in months, and we have a queue right now for this type of work. So it shows that we actually can give you something of value. And we are moving on. Despite all the difficulties, we are moving on. We are about to continue our series of day 1, 2, and 3 of doing what LGBT says until we find our perfect branding project. And we are also about to record behind the scenes for our baby resume app. Maybe that's the first time I said the name of the app and the project we're working on. We just started not only like the brand identity, the app, the design, the website, we started doing social media for them as well. And when I was recording the video just now, I had the message from my client that she's posting new carousel today, which is really like interesting. We are posting some things like 5 types of parents, that is interactive type of content and carousel to connect more with the audience for like of a parent app. So yes, that's how things are going. Our team is growing slowly, and our goal right now is to take, for the first time, I'll be honest, I won't care what I'm telling you guys. Our goal right now is to take branding projects for $5,000, because that's gonna be just profitable and adequate for all our processes. On average, our projects take 3 weeks to complete. They take lead generation, they take sales time, they take my time, me as a project manager as well, and a lead designer at the moment, and we have another lead designer in the team, and it takes brand designers time. So we are trying to get the projects that we deserve. We are still growing team, we're still growing agency, if we are honest, and we're still struggling with that. So hopefully when I'm talking to you in half a year in this like conversational video, I'm gonna be proudly sharing all our results and all our achievements and new cases that's gonna be super badass and creative. Have a nice day and good luck with your business. See you in the next video.